In this video about the Macrobond formula language, we'll use the example of calculating GDP contributions to learn about creating a formula, applying it to your data, and visualizing your calculations. There are two ways to create and apply formulas. Either use the formula editor or the formula functionality. In this video, we'll focus on the formula editor, which you'll find in the series list by clicking the FX button. Once you've opened the editor, you'll see the formula library. To get a description of what each formula is for, hover your cursor over it. Keep in mind that formula calculations will be performed by the application after any of the other changes you make in the series list. Formulas applied in this way, via the series list, will be calculated prior to any of the other analyses you apply in the analysis tree. Applying a predefined formula is quite straightforward. So we'll go ahead and look at how to combine formulas to create a custom calculation. This is also faster than applying the predefined analyses one at a time. Let's try this by calculating the contribution to France's total GDP. Start with the quarterly growth rate of the component at date t. To get the weight at date t-1, you can lag the weight calculation by one observation. In the formula language, the length, here 1, refers to the frequency settings in the series list, so in this case 1 means 1/4. Now that we've set up the formula, replace the description with the actual time series. In this case, we're going to work with current prices. For the change in inventories, the formula will look like this. At this point, you can duplicate the formula for each of the remaining components of the French GDP. Right-click on the first expression and select Duplicate. Simply replace the series code to reflect the relevant component. Once you've done this for all the components, the series list should look like this. A classic presentation of this analysis is to have all the contributions presented in stacked columns and the GDP series as a line on top. Learning how to use the formula language can save you a lot of time in your analyses. If you go through the follow-up materials on this topic, you'll quickly become familiar with it. If you frequently reuse custom-built formulas, you can save them for future use. We'll go over how to do so in the next screencast.